Hi everyone, and here we are with Below Deck Med, the final episode. So there isn't a whole lot really that happened in the prior to the night out, and even with the night out, like there's only so much I can talk about. But let's get into it. I don't imagine this episode is going to be very long. But pre the last charter, basically the last charter, obviously they never got off the dock. I think as everyone kind of knows who watched the episode, but they never do get off the dock. Their last night was pretty good, I think, or what they did, but they still had fun, I think, and it was fine. But with them leaving and tipping, they only tipped $15,000. It's pretty freaking pathetic. But all in all, for the entire season, they did get $182,000. I think a little over $182,000. I think $182,230 for the whole season. So, woo woo. So that's good. So we kind of see them all cleaning up and doing ever. And this is what's going to set the tone for the night. We hear Kyle talking with the Toomey. I think it was Toomey. Or maybe it wasn't Toomey. Somebody. Oh, no. Sorry. It was Laura, because Laura was back. So he's talking to Laura, and he's telling her what he saw on Luca's phone. So apparently he saw Luca's phone, saw him all smiley and shit, and saw that he was kind of like either, I think it was Katie Flood's name. He had like a heart beside it, or there's like emojis and shit. Something around those lines. And he can clearly tell like this guy is talking to all kinds of different women. It's not just her. It's not just Jess. Not just Natalia. And he's having this conversation. We see Jess is coming down to deal with laundry and overhears the conversation. And she comes in, she's like, "What are you guys talking about?" And Laura's like, "Well, why are you just standing out there? Like, you know?" She's like, "Well, I heard my name." So Kyle does say, "Listen, I didn't want to get involved. I did not want to ruin your last night, but here's what I know." And he tells her. And at this point, just like, fuck Luca. And she's going to make him jealous tonight. How that will backfire. Anyways, Captain Sandy's going to be going out to dinner with them. So, as the captains always do for the last night. Nothing really to talk about there. Jess is being a little weird with Luca, but really nothing to talk about there. And then we get to the fun part of the night. Actually, before we get to the fun part of the night, we're still at the dinner. And I think Captain Sandy has left at this point, and it does come out to everybody that Natalia is here and Natalia is coming out with us. Kyle loses his shit because he's like, I'm not ready to face her. He's crying. He's like, I'm not ready for this. I'm just not. But Toomey's like, you know what? You're a badass bitch and you can do this and it's fine. So anyways, now we're at the fun part of the night. And Natalia, first of all, just comes in like a girl with a vengeance. And she hugs Sheffy, she hugs Luca, and yeah. What I will say here, I'm going to say this first, is because it's easier to get through. She does talk to Kyle. They both talk. And they definitely marry the hatchet. Whether or not they are going to be friends is left to be figured out. But they are burying the hatchet. There's nothing more we can ask for that. Now, let's talk about the mess that is Natalia coming in. So Natalia and Luca all over each other. And here's where I have an issue with. I mean, yes, Luca is not tied down to Jess, but you have been sleeping with this girl every free night you have from when Natalia left. and you're acting like she doesn't mean shit to you now. You're doing everything in front of her. That's the problem I have. You're doing all of this in front of her. And then Natalia, you are a woman, and you're basically knowingly fucking with a woman. Just for what? Like, it's actually desperate. It feels desperate, and from her, it feels gross. Like, ew. And again, my biggest question is, what about your boyfriend? Because you're all about, like, I can't cheat on him, or I can't let you fall with other people, or whatever. Like, what happened with him? Do you guys break up? I'm not surprised if you did, but, like, you're all about my boyfriend, my boyfriend, my boyfriend, but you're just all over Luca. And then with Jess, her way of dealing with this, first of all, number one, is getting drunk out of her ass. And then number two, kissing on other men, which was strange men. But one was strange. And it's just like, I understand, but y'all were not together. And you're developing feelings for him, unbeknownst to him. And he's not going to care that you're kissing another man. Because he's kissing Natalia. He doesn't care. And then to Max, first of all, throughout all of this, is pissed. He's just like, I have lost respect for Luca, seeing the way he's treating Jess. Like, it's not okay, it's wrong. And I do have to agree with him on this. It is wrong the way he's treating Scorpios, ladies, Scorpio men, like I've been saying, are trouble. Unless they commit and are ready to commit. Luca's not ready to commit. Like, I actually said this to a coworker last week. I said, I knew Luca was trouble when we found out he slept with, what's her face's sister. Like, I knew he was trouble from then. I mean, obviously Justin's not going to know that, but, you know, it's just Luca's trouble. And here we go. And this is the thing he actually says is like, my work shows itself, improves itself. But the women, but that's on you. Like, you gotta take accountability. And that's the thing, is he doesn't take accountability, which is also maybe, I don't want to say narcissistic, I don't think he is, but just that's that F-boy mentality. He tries to gaslight her. Not really gaslight her, he's not doing it to her face, but he does kind of say, like, well, it's her fault, like, she's reacting this way, or whatever the fuck he said. I'm just like, so you're gonna blame her for your actions? Sounds about right. Or I think it actually wasn't even just her, it was women in general. He's like, oh, women are trouble for me, or whatever, or women make trouble for me. It's just like, wait. You do that to yourself. You can't. I'm trying not to say fuck this guy, but I'm just like, listen, you do it to yourself. You can't go out here blaming women because you can't keep your dick in your pants. Come on now. Anyways, so with this, Max does kind of say, I want to kiss Jess to make her feel better, to make him jealous. And he actually asks Lily in the drive back to the boat if he can kiss her. And she kind of says, I don't know about that. And then he gets to the boat and ends up kissing Jess. No one's there but Lily and the camera crew. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought the whole point of this was to get Luca jealous, but he's not even here. Okay, sounds about right. And the thing too is, when they were leaving, Natalia did say, text me tomorrow when you're off the boat. So I guess they were probably gonna hook up and whatever. But this is where I start to think, Jess, please have some self-respect. And I think Kyle and Toomey were trying to tell her the same thing. You have no self-respect for yourself. This man has been dogging you the whole night. And what does she do? For those who didn't watch the episode, she sleeps with Luca. Then last night, The night before he's gonna fuck Natalia, let's be real. No self-respect for herself. Do not let a man put you here. Just don't. You get the upper hand when you say, fuck you, Luca. I'm not fucking you. You fuck yourself, deuces, and have a nice life. You get the upper hand, not him. He's gotten the upper hand on you because you gave him exactly what he wanted. We've all been there. I'm not trying to say that we haven't. I've been there. You've been there. We've all been there. But you actually have people in your face basically telling you this in front of Luca. This man is using you and you're letting him. He just made out with Natalia. And if he could have brought her on the boat, he would have been sleeping with her and not you. But you're going to sleep with him because he just wants to get his dick wet one more time. Sorry. You know, it was hard to watch. Nonetheless, that's it. Not much more to really talk about. Everyone says their goodbyes. When Luca does get off the boat, he does text Natalia, and sure, I think Jess is going to go her own way. She does kind of say after like the next morning that we made some decisions that maybe weren't great decisions. So maybe she's starting to realize that, but she kind of also then doubles down and it's kind of like, but you know, the dick is good, I guess. No doubt. No doubt that the dick is good. We've all been there when you have an F-boy and the dick is good. We've all been there. But he's not worth her self-respect. And we all have to learn it the hard way. I did. You did. We all did. But that is it for Below Deck for this season. With the OG version coming back, we do have some familiar faces, right down to the new captain. And I probably will talk about it. I don't know if I'll talk about the first episode. It really depends if we have anything that's explosive. But I will definitely keep you up to date on when I will do an episode or when I won't do an episode. We'll see how it goes. But that is it for this episode. Again, we'll just keep this really quick. If you like us, rate, review, all of the stuff. If you want to connect with us, you can do so by going to Facebook, Instagram, Reality T times 2, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Reality T times 2 pod, email, realityt times 2 at hotmail.com. And we also have our website, which is solo.to/reality times 2. Solo.to/reality times 2. Got really confused. But of course, all of those links will be in our show notes. But that is it for now, guys. And that is the end of the season. Bye.